Alright guys, I guess I'm going to talk over some more footage of me in Turkey. So I'm going to do a walking around the mall kind of video. And why am I doing a walking around the mall kind of video? Well, obviously the vlogging in Turkey thing did not go as expected because of all the health issues that I had. Actually, when I got back to America, it took me about 2 months to recover from all the food poisoning stuff that I got. Normally if you just get food poisoning, you should be better pretty quickly. But, with my immune system, it was just, wow. I was fucked up for 2 months in and out of the hospital. And they had given me some medicine. I had an allergic reaction to that. I think I showed some pictures of that. Broke out in pimples all over. And then I got COVID for the second time. So it's been a real long time getting back to trying to put up the rest of the footage from Turkey. Since, again, even when I was in Turkey, I was sick the whole time. So, but I wanted to do a mall video because, and although this isn't exactly how I wanted to do it, sometimes when I watch like travel vlogs or something like that, sometimes you just see like simple videos of like somebody walking around like a location or something like that. Excuse me. And I was like, oh man, that's something I can do. This is just them walking around with like little like subtitles or something like that. And I'm like, I need the most fucking simple thing possible that I can do because obviously I have no editing skills. So I wanted to do like some videos like this of walking around certain places like Istiklal Street, some like more slower paced videos like at that Maka Sanat Park, whatever it is, because of the animals, maybe the Grand Bazaar, this mall, all that kind of stuff. But again, the trip was a huge clusterfuck, so did not go as planned. But you might think a mall is boring, but why do I care about the mall? I always think that, I always feel like, a lot of malls have closed down as the years have gone on since I've been a kid. And I've told the stories that some of my only happy memories in childhood were going to the mall. So I have a lot of fond memories of going to the mall. It's kind of like simple, but it's I enjoy it, right? I like going to the mall. Maybe other people are interested in what does a mall look like at a different place, whatever. And I'm always worried, maybe the mall isn't going to be around in so many years. I mean, I'm sure they'll still have malls, but they're always closing down more and more. So, I also something I should definitely do. I think that just when you walk around, say this is like the Mall of Istanbul is what I was walking around, right? Huge, big mall, right? And again, I talk about, we're getting kind of like psychological and political here, but you always hear people in America now are always complaining that they're not free enough or whatever the fuck, right? And they're not allowed to be who they want to be and that kind of stuff. And it's like, dude, whenever I've been in like other countries and I've like gone to malls and stuff like that, say in Japan, you look around or Turkey, and this is a huge mall in Turkey. I think it's one of the biggest malls in Europe, I think, from what I understand. Am I correct? And dude, something you definitely see in other countries is there's kind of like most people are the same ethnicity. You know what I mean? Most people dress in a somewhat similar fashion. Most people have a more similar, even kind of body weight. People have no idea how free they are in America just in terms of your social surrounding, dude. Like, you go to a mall in America, there's every different kind of ethnicity. There's all sorts of different styles. There's all sorts of different body weights, body shapes, whatever, all that kind of stuff. Like, dude, America really is, kind of the land of the free. That's why there's always, so many fucking countries coming here. People think they're not that free. Dude, compared to what country? Or America isn't diverse enough. It's like, compared to what country, dude? You guys, you're delusional. You've never been to another country. You don't have any foreign friends that are actually, not delusional if they fucking think that. Like, really, just go. So I actually thought that might be something fun. Maybe next time I travel, it would be fun to maybe I'll record some American malls on one side, walking down, and you can see every different ethnicity there is, right? And then go to like another big mall in a different country, and you'll notice almost everybody looks the same. Yet America and their retarded woke culture over wokeism, right? People think it's not diverse here in America. Or too many people are being held down. It's like compared to fucking what, dude? You're fucking insane. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But anyway, was there anything interesting about the Mall of Istanbul specifically? Well, of course, if you look at the animal videos, the Mall of Istanbul, it has the cookie and white. It was the dog's cookie and white, which the animal aspect of Turkey, like I said, is just phenomenal, and it's one of the reasons I still think about going back, even though I had such a terrible time there. I mean, there were some good things, but I mean, man, so many sour tastes in my mouth. I met some good people. I did have some fun, but there was a lot of bad shit. Like I'm talking about this health, the health stuff. Man, I was pretty much in and out of the hospital for 2 months, fucking sick, just from all this different kind of food poisoning shit I got while I was there. I did get the money back from the hotel, which, that put a sour taste in my mouth, that the hotel wanted to pretend that everything that happened didn't happen. And it was like, dude, I recorded you guys, man. Come on. So I got like 500 back. I got $500 back from that, which I wonder if I could have got more, but man, they were making me fight for it, trying to pretend it didn't happen. It's like, dude, I recorded you, but God, such a sour taste in my mouth. I've said it before, but it's unfortunate, but truly, in my experience, the rudest countries and most randomly uncool people have been from, the number one country is Georgia. God, some of the people I've talked to from Georgia, it just so insanely rude and uncool that I actually thought they were joking. It almost seemed like a joke to me. I didn't know that they were just that rude, right? And then, sadly enough, Turkey, right? And I mean, that was one of the reasons I wanted to go to Turkey too, because, on that site Interpels, right, where, people used to, maybe not as much anymore, but used to at a much more large scale, used to steal my pictures on. And there's almost kind of like a meme on the site that you must block Turkey if you go to the site because you will be harassed by Turkish people. And I was like, no, I'm not going to block anybody from Turkey. There's got to be good people here. And that's one of the reasons that I read about Turkey, and I found out about the animal culture, and I got kind of interested in the country just because everyone talks shit about it. So I wanted to see there must be something good about it. But certainly I've had many, many negative experiences with Turkish people, sadly. And when I went to Turkey, unfortunately, that was also true. And coming back, also true. But everyone deserves a second chance, dude. And the animals make me want to give it a second chance because I just fucking love the animals. And I mean, I know if everyone had as bad as time as I did, no one would ever go. So, but certainly, man, certainly a very big sour taste in my mouth. But I started rambling. Yeah, so cookie and white, if you ever go to the Mall of Istanbul, the Turkish, I will say the Turkish culture of, taking care of animals is really extraordinary, and definitely, it's so extraordinary despite what a bad time I had. It makes me want to try to go again, right? So yeah, cookie and white, they're like official dogs at Mall of Istanbul. They're outside all the time. You can pet them, love on them. It's pretty cool. So yeah, other mall stuff, you know what I mean? I did notice, and I think I told this in some videos or maybe a live stream, or at least to friends. Something I've noticed in Turkey is when you walk into a place that might have any kind of valuable, it's not like America where you see like X-ray machines, like, maybe if you're at like court or like something like that, or like airport, you know what I mean? You see X-ray machines, but Turkey has X-ray machines all over the place. Just getting into the mall, certain stores, hotel, that kind of thing. And of course, I thought that was strange. And so when I asked around, why are there, X-ray machines like this? Like it's not like that in America. And they told me about that. Apparently there's a fairly, at least a common enough occurrence that apparently the Arab population is known to bring weapons into places. You know what I mean? Like sometimes guns, mostly big knives, that kind of thing. And I think, again, I forgot if I'm repeating myself, but apparently I was like, how the fuck does a foreign country, bring in weapons to another country so easily that they get through the airport and that they can potentially bring it into the mall or a store? And again, I think I talked about it. They were basically just like, well, they have money. When you have money, you can get into the country and do whatever you want, Basically, they basically kind of paraphrased it. Turkey's kind of the bitch. We have no money. Foreigners just use us, blah, blah, blah kind of thing, right? So that was kind of an interesting thing to see. The Mall of Istanbul per se, I don't know. I only went to one other mall, and I didn't get a lot of chance to look around. But I noticed that Turkey, they have people, like kids will be like rollerblading inside of the mall and like on a scooter inside of the mall, which was just very like rollerblading. I mean, I don't know. That seemed weird to me, scootering, and I don't know. And there was like a train. Kids were like in a train to just like going around. It was very like free, kind of like innocent, kind of. It's like, wow, what kind of like innocent? It's like they have X-ray machines, but it's obviously it must be peaceful enough that you just let children rollerblade freely. Do you know what I mean? Like, just like, what if they accidentally they accidentally slipped while they were rollerblading and they fell over the rail down all these floors? Because the Mall of Istanbul is actually like, it's like 4 or 5 floors. So that was kind of interesting. There was like an amusement park inside of it with like a scary looking monster. I didn't go inside, but that was kind of weird. They also had like they actually had a legitimate grocery store inside of the mall, which I went inside, which I thought that was interesting. You actually had legitimate full-fledged grocery stores inside the mall, so it's kind of like a one-stop fit all kind of thing, I guess. I thought that was kind of, interesting. Was there anything else that really stood out about it? Oh, yeah. So one thing I saw is, I know about the whole kind of like haggling culture kind of thing. And I thought it was strange because I went into, I think that is the store called like Boner, whatever the fuck it's called. I compared it while I was there to maybe something like a Macy's or something like that. And people were even trying to haggle prices with me there. So I'm like, man, this seems like an official store. Like, does Turkey really haggle prices even at official, like, realtor stores or something like that? I don't know. Maybe it's because I was American they were doing that. I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird. Like, this is like an official place of business, not like just going down the street trying to haggle a price or something like that. Just at a random store, like trying to haggle a price with me. I thought that was kind of weird, but I don't know. Maybe they do that there. I don't know. The mall was nice overall. Like I said, I wanted to do a bigger video, but fuck. I obviously did not plan on getting as sick as I did when I was in Turkey, but unfortunately, that is the life of a sick person. Because I definitely wanted to do a more kind of, thorough walk around the whole mall, see how long it would take, that kind of thing. But I was not able to do that, so I was just kind of like checked it out a handful of times and whatever. Like I said, curiously enough, again, to repeat myself for the food situation, the fast food that I ate there at the mall was better than a lot of expensive restaurants, which was weird, but I guess that's just the economy. You don't know what kind of food you're going to get, and it just so happened that the fast food that I got there was actually some of the best food that I had the entire time I was there. I did go to one other mall, like this Aqua Floria mall, which was really, wow, what a great, amazing place. Like definitely like you have like, there's like a seaside view at that mall kind of thing where it's the mall and then the backside of the mall is all these restaurants and there's like, like stairs, I guess, where everyone was just eating and there's all the cats around you. You can watch the sunset. You can watch the planes flying to the airport. It seemed like a really kind of cool place to chill. Like if you, just chill, right? It was pretty cool. It was pretty, cool looking mall. I've heard there's some other big malls in Turkey too, but of course that wasn't the main reason for me going, so I didn't get to see it. But yeah, the Mall of Istanbul, pretty cool. again, because of the way the Turkey trip happened, the footage coming out has been really a clusterfuck, and I don't really know what to do. Again, I've actually been thinking about going again because I don't know if Japan is going to open up, and I feel, but I don't want to be on my ass doing nothing, you know what I mean? So I would like to travel, but of course I have such a sour taste in my mouth because, I hate to say it, but that meme of Interpals that says, block Turkey because they're always rude. Unfortunately, I do. I had a lot of negative experiences while I was in Turkey, just that short time. And even before that, you know what I mean? For all the years that, I've definitely, all the years that I've, you know, been talking to many foreigners, certainly Turkey has not been on the high list of pleasurable experiences. But, every culture has, different aspects of it, I guess. You know what I mean? Like if I were to compare, say, I would say American people, delusional, entitled. Delusional, entitled. When I think of, maybe that might be a stereotype for, Americans. If I were to think of, like, say, Japanese people, I would think of that almost to a fault, that Omoyari culture, the Gaman culture. I've talked about that before, those kind of two aspects, right? For better and worse, right? And then, say, Turkey was just really very randomly rude and uncool people for some reason. And maybe it was because I was in Istanbul, you know what I mean? And I heard that it can be more kind of cutthroat there because they're already getting used by a lot of foreigners. But it's like, man, dude, I'm here for the fucking animals, dude. I'm not trying to use your, of course it's cheaper to go there. So I wanted to take advantage of that aspect to an extent, but it was not like there was no like ill will to take advantage of, say, like I said, one of the things I realized when I got there, besides, of course I've heard about the whole kind of, religious aspect of the country compared to the, more progressive side, if you will, right? There's that kind of clash of ideologies, but I didn't realize the kind of like open stigma towards the Arabic population in Turkey and the feeling of being used, right? So that was something I was not aware of before I actually got there. I don't know. Again, I feel like, God, I wish I had better stories to tell from Turkey. Again, I do think, I mean, in terms of sightseeing, there's so many things to see, very spectacular things and very cool looking things to see. And of course, the animals were great. The food, unfortunately, I got fucked, and I've heard other people are getting fucked more regularly too. Like one of my friends that I saw there too, she got food poisoning like twice in a row and was in the hospital the second time recently. And she's like, I'm just not going to eat out for a while because we're just getting food poisoning too often right now because the quality of food is just going to such shit. So I don't know, but I'm trying to be positive. I know I should have had a better experience, so I want to give it a second chance. If I do, hopefully I can record stuff a little bit better. You know what I mean? And I still have other footage to put out, but this is just me walking around the mall. And I think it would be fun to do maybe a comparison video just to show how delusional people are. You know what I mean? Like, look at these other cultures. Like, we're walking around a mall, dude. You are not so fucking, unfree in America. You know what I mean? America is very fucking free, very diverse to all these other countries where, like, what are you talking about, dude? Can you imagine? Like, I'm sorry, I'm like cracking knuckles and everything while I talk. I just shake my. It's amazing every time I'm at the mall in America, and I see the way people are dressed, and I go and I talk to random people, meet new people every day, and I'm like, you can meet a new person from a totally different world all the time in America, at the mall. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, America is so incredibly free to these other countries. You guys are not being held down like you think you are. And like, even like, oh, maybe if you're a weeaboo, you want to go to Japan or some shit. Japan doesn't even fucking want you either, dude. Like, Japan is one of those things. Like, Japan is like, even my friend jokes about it. He's like, dude, Japan, if they could have their way, they would never let any foreigner in ever fucking again. He's like, they don't want to open up. They do not want, Japan has never wanted foreigners there. Japan has always been its own kind of thing. Like, it's kind of like the hypocritical thing, or the weird kind of contrast of, like, they kind of idolize this blonde hair, blue eye thing, but they don't actually want you there. They don't want most, you know what I mean? They're like, wow, foreigners are amazing, but we don't actually want you to live here. No, you know what I mean? So people just, the grass is greener on the other side, I guess. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, sub, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.